Hello, hello, once again, lads, ladettes, and lassies, and I am back in the chair for more Made and Abyss. Yeah, there's been some unexpected things. I can't bring out the table anymore, even though like the last episode I just shot with the table. No longer is the table a part of the setup, mostly because of that little guy right there. He's asleep right now. So yeah, instead of doing these in the morning, I am now doing them at night. Because this is when he's calm and I don't have to worry about him eating everything. But yes, welcome back to more Made in Abyss. Last episode, we watched 2 episodes, 4 and 5. Yeah, 4 and 5. Yeah, because this is episode 6. And we ended off, we went to the second floor, and there was I think it was a white whistle. A fellow white whistle. And we're going to maybe get more answers. We barely escaped the monkeys. And the new white whistle, I don't think I met. Nope, I did not write her name down. I think we did hear her, like her name, but I don't know. But she does seem to know of the like she does seem to know the mom, maybe. She seems to know Rico's mom. And we also met well, not met the uncle, but we got to see the uncle again. He seems like a good guy, but he went back up. He's gonna kind of distract them, throw the people looking for Rico, and Reg he's gonna throw them off their scent. So this seems like the mystery is building. I really like the aesthetic of the show. So let's get into what is gonna be what is being made in the Abyss at this moment. What's cooking? Let's check it out right now.
Shall I prepare the gondola?
No.
Master.
I'll do it myself.
I'll try it.
That's so useful. Such a cheat. That's so useful.
I managed to
So it seems she's alive. That little imp.
Okay, from that it doesn't sound that. It does not sound like you like her very much.
In the darkness of night or in the clever traps we leave.
Little motion sick over there, buddy. Happens to the best of us.
Rico, you all right?
It's just the sickness of the Abyss.
Nicely done.
Yeah, there she goes. At least there's all that empty space below them.
I know who you are. You're Eliza's child, yes?
Oh yeah, she knows the mom.
How filthy.
And I don't think she likes her.
There's her white whistle.
I like the design of that whistle.
Guess who she is? She must be Ozen. Ozen the Unmovable.
Ozen the Immovable. I love the art of the map. Every time I see it, it looks so cool.
I considered abandoning you many times.
She, you know what? At least she's upfront with the
We
way
had
she
to leave
feels.
behind that precious bell.
So bear with me. As soon as I ask a few things about my mother, we'll be gone before you know it. Please.
She's not. I don't think she's amused.
Then. I'm interested in how a red whistle even managed to make it this far. Seems you had a little help with that.
No. A little was understatement. All right. Those robot arms have taken her far.
Here, these are for you. Please take one.
Oh, a blue whistle.
Blue whistles?
Just while you're here at the camp. It is only temporary, of course.
Okay.
Please stay within the seeker camp for the night. And make sure you really give yourselves a good scrub.
Yeah, I don't
Reek of vomit.
trust her. I don't know if I should trust her or if she's just mean. Like, I mean, like I know she's mean, but like I don't know if she's like has ulterior
Allow me to show you
motives.
around.
She seems to be very spiteful of Rico.
Oh, and
Very
over
nice.
there. Oh, it's actually used for washing relics, but
So
mind if I go first? I can't wait to get cleaned up.
do they not have like just normal baths?
So like are you a boy or a girl?
I didn't even question it until he asked, and now it has to be a boy. The laws of anime state if the question is asked, then it has to be the opposite gender that you think.
I mean, I haven't had anything bad done to me.
Definitely a boy.
I see you two are getting along well. You need something to dry off with.
You need some clothes. Definitely a boy.
I'll go get a change of clothes. Whoa.
New drip.
Tell me something, Maruk. You're around my age, right?
So those are supposed to be
Why do you keep the blue
relics,
whistle? Oh, yeah.
right? Or there's
Normally, you
shells.
can't become a blue whistle until you're 15 years old.
I'm a little too sensitive to sunlight nowadays, so I really can't go back up there.
Stuck.
Is that so?
I like her hair. Like, it kind of stands up to kind of make horns. Looks really cool.
Those relics won't be brought up to the surface anyway. They're the ones that are left over after sorting what's been collected.
So like,
All those are grade 4 relics.
Huh? These are considered grade 4 relics?
is grade 4 good or bad?
This one is like my sun sphere.
Even though they were tools used by people in the past, they're still so mysterious.
Man, what is
Liz,
the people of the
I wanna
past?
excavate. My mother's at the bottom of the netherworld, and I still don't know how she's doing. So, I'm unsure whether or not I should be in a hurry.
Man,
And since I'm not sure,
I feel like
I need to.
I feel like she's gonna be dead. But like there could be like a thing like, oh man, she's so cool that she survived down here all by herself. But I feel like she's gonna be dead. It's gonna be heartbreaking.
We'll have
I need to go pee.
Oh, where's the bathroom? Uh-oh. Someone's here,
Miss Ozen?
watching and waiting. But I guess it could be another raider, right?
Huh?
Sounded like there's like more groups here already. No, that's a heartbeat. Oh, it's a monster? Or okay, is this a dream? Oh, there is a monster in here. What the? It's like a manta ray. Oh, what? Okay, no, not really like a manta ray. It's been split in half, I think.
Just what in the world was that?
Why didn't you wake them up? I guess it didn't follow her.
I used to do that too until just a couple years ago. But, Rico? How'd you end up wetting my bed instead of yours?
Unfortunate.
Do you really want to know?
Huh?
Yes.
Yes, I do. You coming?
Of course he is. Why wouldn't he? He's here for answers too.
That means Liza is dead.
Cap.
This journey
No.
you're on to
False.
meet your mother.
What?
I mean, she could be trying to let her down easy.
Since the fourth layer.
Keep her away from
In
the
far
the
reaches
lower
of the
floors.
gardens of giants,
Take away her
there
hope,
grows a
maybe.
cluster of eternal
but-
fortunes. And lying there among the petals, Liza was always quite fond of that place.
All right, but if she was,
It's not over.
if she's dead, who made the grave?
My mother is
Because you
calling
found
for
the
me.
grave.
You're wrong. That
So
is
who made it? Unless
Liza's hand.
Reg made it, maybe.
Because I want to see for myself.
Well, isn't that a fine idea?
Nah. Okay, I was gonna say that she could be saying this to protect her, but
I just want to climb the
she's a menace. She's devious.
figure mentioned in the letter.
Gong gong.
You followed me here because you want to know the truth, yes?
And like, as soon as we're like, they're gonna go, and then end of episode.
Then please.
That's her pickaxe. I guess that's some more of her gear. I like the hat. That's a lot of books, which means that's a lot of answers, a lot of knowledge. Yeah, we're watching another episode. We're gonna watch another episode 7. Everyone, episode 7. I think episode 7. Mirror of Erased. I feel like the song's kind of like not super in line with the tone of the show. It's a little too happy. Like I like the lyrics. It's just like the tone of the song, but it's so catchy.
So then, the stories of her pulling up a
Hey, these guys! I forgot about them. It's been so long.
10 meters across?
Those tall tales have been whispered about her for a full 50 years now.
For 50 years?
50 years. She looks great.
That means 50 years ago she was already anointed a white whistle?
Oh, she's.
She's truly the unmovable sovereign, and an amazing person. In a way,
Anyway, there's the mirror. Is he gonna show Rico what she wants?
What's this
Oh,
cube thing?
it's a cube, not a mirror.
This pattern is incredibly intricate.
It's something Liza personally bought before it could be auctioned off.
Oh.
But I am the one who carried it here.
Oh, is it the? No, it's not the creature.
The curse-repelling vessel. Did you know that at your birth you were stillborn? When Liza delivered you, you were
Oh.
already dead. So I shoved you inside, but you somehow started to come back to life.
Oh.
It got me feeling nostalgic last night, so I tried putting some of the meat that I cooked for dinner in there. Unfortunately, it got loose and
You
started to
created the
roll around.
monster.
After a while, much of it eventually stopped. I wonder how long you'll last down in the deepest depths.
Okay, yeah, she's definitely like, definitely not a good. She's a threat.
As well as my meat dish, you're essentially the same as that festering piece of meat.
Please, Master.
Definitely not the same.
Why would you say that to
Because the monster
It's about time you
was
understand the full picture.
what? I don't think it was thinking. I think it was moving on instinct. But Rico
Your
has
story
been around
sounds
for
quite
what, 10
interesting, to
years?
say the least.
Thinking,
But I
conscious.
won't allow you to hurt Rico anymore. You are being very vindictive and mean, like an immature child.
Yeah, you tell him, Reg.
I used to hear that a lot. Instead, they have something else to believe in.
She is
It's
huge.
stronger than God.
Yeah, get some distance.
The Obods aren't listed in any of the guides.
You cannot be serious! As if I'd let things end
That's not gonna do
like this.
anything.
I am going to make you let us go!
Cease to move.
I thought she was gonna get bigger.
To stop her!
Remarkable. It's a
Don't
series
break
of
him.
strands
I don't
that
know if we'll be able to
all
fix
belong
them.
together. Let's test that out.
She's kind of like a... Damn! I was gonna say like a scientist, but I guess all explorers are kind of like that, right? All that naturally curious, all wanting to know more.
Ow, that hurts.
I love how much
That
like
is it.
she just
You
doesn't
did it
care.
now.
It's like, oh yeah, huh? You
You
seem
do
to be
have a
stronger than the
fighting
floor.
Spirit, I'll give you that. Stay out of my way.
Not even a backhand, just like the back finger.
Sorry for this, Maruk. This isn't an
She's
opponent I can
very
react on.
intimidating.
If I don't get serious, sharper.
Oh,
You know, what happens when your toy here hits something? How about we find out?
damn!
I've never come across a weapon.
She does not. She is not scared,
Irredeemable!
phased,
You must be put down!
nothing. Oh, the curse of the abyss.
What's going on with your arm?
I inserted 120 points over my body. They're the secret
Or
to all my
not. So she did this to herself then. Damn. Bodied.
For some reason, he just went limp all of a sudden.
What do you mean? Oh, for some reason, it wouldn't lip all. I broke it.
You'll revert back to a piece of meat anyway.
Yeah, I don't think this is that kind of show.
Did I just collapse again? And leave
No,
Rico alone?
you did not collapse. You were KO'd.
Rico.
There's a difference.
And a mechanical boy who fires his weapon without even thinking and uncontrollably passes out. While those two over there have yet
Okay,
to
so I
make a
guess he
single
did
correct
pass out, but you still
decision,
KO'd
you have
him.
the most appropriate manner to try and save your new friends. Expect to be strung up later.
That is a threat, definitely.
I know you said you wanted to test Liza's kid and all, but you kinda overdid it.
What do you mean by that?
So it was all a test?
Exactly what it sounds like, boy. No matter how many times I hit you, you wouldn't break.
Definitely
so I got
not
more
a
and
good
more and I'm
person.
trying to do it.
I don't know if she's trustworthy
The
either.
creatures that inhabit the deeper parts of the abyss, I have a bit of tidying up to do. Since you're
Dang,
already
she
here,
is
how about you come
huge
with
now
me?
that we see other adults next to her.
That grave I spoke of earlier.
A lie.
There's no one buried there. I tell the truth. Did you think I wouldn't dig it up and see for myself?
Okay,
Liza is waiting for you down there.
so there is no
and you
grave.
need to give it a shot. Oh, great. It's you again. I've already kicked you twice, but you keep coming back.
Oh.
What an unusual little kid you are.
So, what's up with it?
She was already...
You want to know?
Old
My hair
with
covers up
Liza.
all my battle scars.
I would be most honored if you would be my mentor in training.
Huh. So she's always been old.
Your personality is irredeemable, but
Maybe she's not that bad.
Out there, there's no worry of running into other cave raiders or having anyone come to your rescue. It's the ideal spot for training.
Man, she is gonna beat him
Well,
down
let's just
then.
call it learning to survive. And then it's a full 2 hours before you wake up again. During that time, even when I punched you, slammed you to the floor, stepped on your ribs, or dunked you in water, you were unable to get back up.
Damn, woman!
What do you think will happen to her all alone? Have fun.
You know what? She's brutally honest. I guess I respect it. But that's about it. Man, I want to watch another episode. But I don't know if like the next episode's gonna start something new or if it's gonna be something like I don't know if like next episode's gonna be the end of this arc or if it's gonna start something new, like a new batch of episodes. But before I do that, I do want to check. Is it the same every time? Okay, no, it's the same every time. Never mind. I thought that the official art at the end of every opening was different, but it seems that it is what's her name? Ozen. Every single one has Ozen, the Unmovable, in there. No, never mind. Okay, never mind. Sorry. I was wrong. So like episodes 1 through 4 have the art of the kids, I guess that could say, like the kids from the surface, like all of them together, and then it seems 5, 6, 7 so far, maybe 8, have Ozen as the background.
It is survival training to help these children stay alive and make it through the abyss.
If that's what you tell yourself,
Spend 10 days
sure,
here.
yes, abandon the
Show
6-year-olds.
that you're able to survive. Do your best to protect this girl so that she doesn't end up a corpse again. In addition,
Oh,
you
yeah,
cannot
right,
use
because
that
she
thing for
was
10 days
revived,
either.
kind of.
If you really do have to use that thing, be sure whatever it is, it isn't able to come after
And make sure it's not a swarm,
you, no matter
or
your
you're in a safe
whatever
place,
lies
there's
in the
cover.
vicinity.
Guess we found plenty of water to drink, didn't we?
Think it's safe for us?
It's
We'll be fine.
purple. No,
Those are
okay.
water
Never mind.
They're insects that only live in clean water.
Very convenient. Rico. It's a rat. A hippo rat. Man to make fire.
Down here,
And then we have the mosquito, of course. Even down here in the abyss, the mosquito still finds a way to bug you.
To light, huh?
The old man's keeping tabs on them, huh?
He's constantly losing his nerve, which makes him slow to react.
Damn! At least he survived getting chewed.
The fact he's mechanical.
If they die during training, it just means they don't have what it takes to go any further.
Damn, she is going into it with these
incredibly
kids.
strong, Reg.
What the heck is it? It stinks.
Hippo
It makes
poop.
a female dung and tree bark. I tore up a big piece
Nice.
covered in
Oh, it's gonna stink up the forest. Right next to your tent.
They won't be showing changes there anytime soon. But just as you think, they are making enormous progress in the things in which they excel.
I just realized they make up for each other's
Depend
weaknesses.
on one another, you say.
We just got married.
Man, Ozen's such a scary looking character. Like, especially when they do like just black out the eyes.
I never wanted to see her in such a state.
So did they
haven't much
put
strength left.
Rico
Perhaps I
in
could
the
leave this
box
thing
yet?
behind and just carry up Liza and the bell instead.
Okay, yeah, she's in the box.
It appears I have taken on yet another burden. You can relax, child.
Still taking care of
Strong sense of duty.
still taking care of Liza's kid, eh? After all these years.
It should last us the remaining 5 days.
Alright, so they cooked the hippo. Rest in peace. I say rest in peace, little guy, but wasn't a very little guy.
Are you doing all right, Rico?
Man, if this is what you're like after 10 days, might want to build up that endurance.
Yes. Restoration complete.
Huh.
The
Why is it glowing?
Always like that?
never gonna be able to put on any muscle.
Rick, Rico.
You're a robot,
Let's
kid.
now that you're
There's
back, we
no
should all
muscle to
sit
put
down and
on.
together.
Now, if you added muscle, you know, you just like
So how was
cyberpunk it.
It can be particularly twisted down in the depths of the 5th layer. I intended to stay down there but for a few weeks. Only when I finally returned to the surface, a few months had passed by. Such episodes can be quite common. That said, what I mentioned earlier about staying there for a long time, everyone waiting for you will die, is somewhat of an exaggeration.
I mean, if you stay for a few weeks and it's only
probably
been,
think it has
or
nothing
it's been
really to
months,
do with
then
you since you
the
plan
deeper
on
you go,
returning.
probably.
Then don't you get the feeling there's a chance that your mother is still very much alive and well?
So they think it's actual time displacement and not you losing your time.
It's as deep as humans can go and still return alive. So you can be certain some of them are
My
going
back be
nowhere.
like,
The Sovereign of
oh,
Dawn, Bondrud the
he's in the
Noble.
intro, I
Those
think.
are the 3 whom I'm aware are in the abyss right now. He's not nearly as kind as I am, so you should try to be careful.
That's
Seriously?
definitely
Is that
saying
some kind of
something.
Not even with my strength can it be torn apart. Just what in the world is waiting at the bottom of the netherworld with your mother? One way to find out.
A monster pretending to be her mother.
Well then, both of you, follow me.
Or her mother could be like Hiccup's mom from How to Train Your Dragon. Like she's tamed some of the monsters.
This is for you.
Oh, that's cool.
This belonged to my mother.
Oh.
It was always a piece of junk that would frequently misfire.
So it's a
As far as
shotgun
Liza is concerned,
and
I'm
a
sure she's already
pickaxe.
found her-
Sorry, I know it's kind of cold of Ozen not to come see you off.
It's just Ozen.
Hmm?
Is this where we're finally gonna learn what their true gender is? They have to be a guy.
Today, sad as I've never felt.
Score goes hard, score goes hard.
Although I didn't want to let them go until a few more memories came back to me. Well, nothing I can do.
I mean,
about
if you're so old, I guess some memories just have
Like
to slip
Liza.
through.
it. Wait, so you have your own apprentice now?
His name's
Yeah,
Jim.
I was gonna say she's short, but I forgot that this woman is like
That
a giant.
shameless boy who had the audacity to turn down my invitation. If you're lucky, she'd be kidnapped and held hostage. But if you're not lucky, you know exactly what would happen
people
to
would
her.
be
It'll be all right. My apprentice is a top-notch caretaker.
afraid of what she is.
I am going to head out, so my girl's free to choose the path she wishes.
That's not the
I suppose
not the
that's
best
one way of
parenting.
putting it. It's more
I get
likely
the logic,
simply
I
your
guess.
urge To see the body. You mean tell her about how she's actually a living corpse?
Yes, that's right.
Huh. At least the mom's honest, but the addiction of the abyss surpassed her.
Tell her what a miracle it is she is alive in this world.
I was gonna say it's interesting that we didn't see her face this entire time, but they were saving it for that shot.
Oh, Liza, you're irredeemable. So very irredeemable.
That's what everyone said about you.
Reg,
I wonder what is the 3rd level. Like what else do we see now?
are you ready to do this?
The Great Fall. That is kind of terrifying. All right, I believe we've spent 4-ish episodes in the inverted forest, as they say. So at this pace, I don't think we're gonna get to the bottom of the abyss. I don't think we're gonna see Liza by the end of the season. But I think we're gonna be able to, maybe like the end of the season, we see the fourth level, or like a tease of the 4th level. But at this pace, I don't know why I have these headphones on still. I don't believe we're gonna be seeing the rest of the abyss anytime soon. I don't know, man. I'd be kind of surprised if season 2. I don't remember if season 2 is supposed to end openly or not, but I don't know. I don't know how many levels we're gonna go down. I guess we do have the movie still too. I guess the movie could like make up a level, and then season 2 we get to the final one. I have no idea where that's gonna go though. But yeah, I think we spent 4 episodes in the inverted forest, 3 of which we spent with Ozen, which I've written so much down about her, and I still don't really know how to feel about her. So she's like an immortal? Not really immortal, but it seems like the abyss has like changed her genetically, and she's been alive for a very, very long time. She doesn't look like she's aged a day since Liza's mom was a child, and she was Liza's master. Liza became an adult, had a kid. She still hasn't aged. And she said something about the abyss changing I think she said something about the abyss changing the anatomy, the physics of the human body if you stay long enough and you go deep enough. And she also, I thought it was the abyss, like with her arms. I thought the abyss had morphed her, but it sounds like she did that to herself. I forgot what the word she said exactly. It sounds like she like upgraded herself, like she mixed something with her arms to make her stronger. She said the abyss can make us transcend humanity, and Ozen has transcended humanity. So it seems that she's kind of, age-wise, she's immortal. She's also much taller than what anyone should be, older than what anyone should be, has no apathy or empathy. Not really. I don't know. I guess she does have a little bit. She has trouble remembering things. Like, I wanted to keep you a little bit longer so a few more memories could resurface. I guess when you get old to a certain point, you begin to forget some things to make room for new things. Shoot, I was reading a story. I read a story about that kind of, vampires. They're not vampires. Shoot, what was I watching or reading where they said like, oh yeah, I'm so old. Was it the reincarnated princess and some genius daughter? I don't know. Something, I remember watching something and they're like, yeah, I'm so old, I don't really remember what my first love was. That was like so long ago, but I do want, like, I remember the feeling, but I don't have memories about it. It's a very sad curse of immortality. Your memories aren't immortal. Your body might be, but in order, like, your mind can't remember, so it can't remember everything. You can only remember up to a certain point. So things have to get deleted in order for you to create new memories and continue to function. Seems like Ozen might have gotten to that point, which begs the question, how old is she? She's at least over 50, like 50 plus years old, because they said something about like, oh, she was alive back then and she was already 50. Oh my god. So like, she's really old at that point, but she could be older. We had a roller coaster of the mom, like, is she dead? She was found in a grave. No, she wasn't. I was gonna like, in that, like, the sad thing of like doing these episodes in bunches is sometimes like theories can be crushed immediately. Because my first question was, I think I said in the reaction, like, if she found her in a grave, who dug the grave? That was the first question. And then I think the episode after, it was revealed that she wasn't dead. So that theory is like, okay, so like she was alive, there was no grave. The grave was probably dug by her, and she put her pickaxe in there. But why did she, or if there was a grave in general, but why did she dig it? Like, why would she dig a grave for her pickaxe? Unless she found something bigger or better. So that's like the sad thing of doing like bunches of episodes. But with a show like this, I mean, it's not the first time I've done like in Dr. Stone, I've at least watched 2 episodes in one go a couple of times. And with a show like this, where it's like, it's all based on a mystery, you just want answers. And like the fact that I can binge it too, I feel like it would would be infuriating watching week to week. It's a lot easier to just kind of slip into the all right, let's watch the next episode. And if this episode ended openly and we were still with Ozen, I might have just done like 4 in one go. But it seems that I think we're done with Ozen for now. She might come back, she might return later on, but as of now, like, we're leading her into another level. So this was a good breaking point. Like, all right, we're going to the next level. Let's wrap it up. Let's do this discussion, and then we watch another batch of episodes. Which we have 5 episodes left. I don't know if I'm going to do 2 and 3, 3 and 2, or I don't know how we'll do that. I don't think I'm going to do 5 in one go. I feel like we're going to have a segment, probably, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I was like, oh, the mom's dead? No, she's not dead. How can she be dead? Who made the grave? If she's not dead, then what's down there? But there is something down there because that's not the mom's handwriting, and it's not how the mom would write in general either. Like Ozen said, it was basic. It didn't use the complexities that the mom would use. I wrote the Mirror of Irskad Erist. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it was talking about Harry Potter. I thought the cube was a mirror. It was a cube, not a mirror. And the cube is a relic that can revive the dead, but not completely revive the dead. In most cases, Riko was stillborn. She was born in so Riko was born in the Abyss, which, if I'm remembering correctly, makes her more sensitive to it, right? She said that she gets hit worse with the consequences of the Abyss than everyone else, if I remember correctly from episode 1. But it's not only that the Abyss, she's weaker to the Abyss, she died in childbirth. But the Abyss, or an artifact of the Abyss, brought her back. And it was also said that the first thing she did when they took her out of the cube was crawl towards the Abyss. And I'm pretty sure there was a saying, everything from the Abyss always makes its way back. And the first thing Riko did when she found freedom, or she found like a way to, the first thing she did was go to the Abyss. And even then, like, I guess she was an orphan, kind of. Not really. I guess she was being taken care of by her. No, not her uncle. It's the guy that was running the orphanage. But I guess they raised the kids to be like abyss divers, miners. But yeah, she like always found a way to go into the Abyss. So is she technically a relic of the Abyss as well? Because that relic, technically, Ozen was throwing monster meat into it, not like a whole monster to see if it would rise. She was throwing chunks of meat and seeing what would happen to that meat, and that meat created a monster. So I wonder, like, if she put one of the monkeys. I don't know if it would fit. The cube looks pretty big, but the space does not look that big. The space looks perfect for a baby. Not much else. But I wonder if she like put one of the monkeys in there, if the monkey would revive completely, or if it would become a monster. Maybe because Riko was a baby, it was able to revive her because like she doesn't. Like if you put like an adult in there, if an adult fit, right? If a dead adult fit, and it revived them, would they still have their memories, or would they be like a husk, like wiped, a clean slate? Because a baby doesn't have anything. I mean, yeah, I know they have stuff. I know the baby has a brain, but it's not like they put her in and they go like, oh my god, she lost all of her memories. Like she has no memories to begin. She's already a clean slate in that department. So I wonder what happens when you put something whole that had a conscious at one point. I wonder what the limits of that artifact are, because I feel like a lot of people would want it if it's able to revive something, or maybe it's the fact that she was already dead that it revived her like in the first place. Are you technically being revived if you were dead? In the first, I don't know. Okay, I already talked about how her age when Lisa was a kid. All of I'll talk about the Ozen a little bit. I feel like I had more stuff to go with on here. Oh, I just wanted to say white whistles armed with relics. Oh, yeah, so they said something about earlier, like white whistles armed with relics. Are they? I don't know if they were implying that the white whistles are relics in themselves, or if they're armed with, like, if you get a white whistle, you get a relic to go, like a powerful relic to go with it. I'm not sure if that was what that was implying, but they did say on the 5th floor, I believe, that there is an area that a white whistle unlocks, and it seems like the Abyss allows this. I don't know if this was man-made or if the Abyss did it. But if the Abyss did it, then the white whistles might be relics of the Abyss. And if it's man-made, then the white whistles are so much more important than I realized. It's not just a whistle ranking. It's actually a key. So I guess we'll find that out later when we get to the 5th floor, but that kind of seems like a ways off, seeing as we're only just barely touching the 3rd floor at this point. And talking about the 5th floor, time displacement. Ozen says it was time displacement. Kind of like time travel. It's like I stayed a couple weeks, but in my perspective, like I did stay there for a couple weeks, but when I came back, it was months had passed. So is that a thing where it's like, yes, I stayed, let's say like, all right, let's, instead of weeks, it's like I stayed a day, 24 hours. I had a stopwatch, it was 24 hours. I come back to the surface. I found out I actually was gone for 48 hours. It's kind of like a form of time travel. Or is it like, I thought I had stayed for a couple weeks. I did the math. I etched the days in, but she had gone mad. And when she came back, she had found out months had passed instead. Is it time displacement, kind of like time travel? Or is it madness, like you're losing time? I guess we'll find out later too. She said it was displacement. I think it might be madness. I don't know. But they also don't know if like that's just a 5th floor thing or if it goes further down, like the deeper you go. Does time work differently the deeper you go into the Abyss? It's a lot of interesting stuff. I really like the questions that this show gives. Little boy stuck. Oh yeah, the maid kid is stuck there because I say he because I feel like that's what they want you to because the fact that they make you question it. At first I thought that they were a girl. I didn't really think too much into it, and then the robot Reg, he asked like, are you a boy or a girl? Then they cut away and he's like, oh, so you have it rough too. I think they're a guy, especially with when Rico got out of the bath, his reaction, get all blushy, look away, and all that. Gotta be a guy, so that's why I say he. He said that he gets sick if he goes up. So he's just been down for so long that he can't live on the surface anymore. It's kind of like the opposite of like the deeper you go into the Abyss, the more sick you become, so you need to come back to the surface. It's like he stayed in the Abyss for so long, he can't go back up. And since he's so young, his body's just kind of like Superman. Superman stayed on Earth for so long, or since Superman was like a baby, he was on Earth. So like his body did all the hard stuff. It did all the hard work as a baby, so he can survive on Earth. So he had trouble breathing as a baby because he's like his Kryptonian cells were kind of like, this isn't what we were born to do. So basically his body evolved the hard way to live on Earth, but at the cost of being able to live on Krypton. At least in Man of Steel, that's how they explain it. Kind of like what happened here. I don't think he was born in the Abyss, but since he's so young and he's stayed in the Abyss probably for most of his life, he's just acclimated to the Abyss, more to than upstairs, up the surface. Ozen wanted to dump Rico, and we kind of got context in that. It looks like Liza was sick and depressed. I mean, she just gave birth, so that's already super draining. Her child died in birth, very draining. Her husband died, very draining. So looks like Liza got sick with all this terrible news and stuff going around her. Got super depressed, and Ozen was complaining about the weight of the cube. So she didn't want to dump. Maybe I'm trying to make her out nicer than how she is, but it looks like she didn't want to dump Rico in the sense of like, oh God, a baby. Ugh. It was more like, I can't carry this and Liza. It has to be one or the other, and the baby's dead. I'm gonna carry Liza. But obviously Rico started crying, and she was like, shit. And she carried the baby, and she carried the box. She stopped complaining. She carried the box, and she brought Liza back too. So like she's not as mean as she says. She has a very tough exterior, and she's also not great. Demolishing Reg, breaking his ribs in or kicking his ribs in, forcing him to fight for his life and Rico's life as well, threatening Rico. A lot of mental taxing mental stuff on him, and then like for 2 hours while he was knocked out, she just absolutely abused him. Not a great person, which is why I'm kind of like not sure what to think about her. I don't think you're supposed to like her. I don't think she's supposed to be a likable character. But I really did like the moments with Liza in the past, and I feel like she's a very tragic character. Ozen. I just don't know how to feel about her in the sense of like, do I like her, or is she, like, do I understand her? I literally wrote down mean, and yes, she is. And then the whole like, this is all a test. I thought she was gonna kind of be like a bad guy, but it seems that she's more of a unwilling ally per se. She's an ally of an ally. That makes her our ally, but not our friend. But I really like her scenes with Liza in the past. It was very heartwarming to see them talking with each other. Like just seeing Liza and like Ozen, this very stern and cold character, going like, yeah, oh you. And she's like, Liza, you are truly unforgivable. That's what everyone's saying about her. She's unforgivable. And she said it's Liza. It's very nice. Then Liza's parenting technique. I'm not sure how to feel about that. It sounds more like her addiction to the abyss won out over her motherly instinct, but she did try and set up Rico to have the best possible future. And I like that she wasn't, because usually sometimes like with this kind of stuff, it's, oh, I can't, I don't want her to follow in my footsteps. I don't want her to be anywhere near the abyss. It's terrible. It's like, she said, if I raise her, I don't think she's going to be able to go, she's going to be able to make her own adventures. So if she wants to go into the abyss, let her go into the abyss. That's going to be her choice. I like that she's not, she can't go into the abyss. It's a terrible thing. It's like, no, it's her choice. She wants to go. She wants to go. And I'll be waiting for her. I like that. I like that. But then also that maybe don't abandon your child at an orphanage. Maybe raise your child. But it seems that she has unfinished business with the abyss. I think she wants to be the one to go to the bottom. She might have made it to the bottom, or she might have died trying. Something has her. And this can be either very wholesome, like in How to Train Your Dragons, like Hiccup's mom became a dragon rider and tamed some dragons and all that. Or it can be like, oh, she made it at the cost of everything and now like a monster's controlling her. Or she has become the monster. We don't know how the abyss affects people, and she's been down there for 10 years. That's a very long time. And if what Liza says about the abyss forcing you to transcend your humanity is true, and if she's gone even further than anyone else for that long of a time, she might not be the Liza that everyone remembers. She could be a very different person, and she could very well be a monster. I feel like there's a lot of stuff obviously there's a ton of we don't know about the abyss. It's a gigantic mystery. I'm really interested to see how it goes. And I wonder how like this season's going to be paced. We got 5 episodes left. I'm thinking 9 and 10. I'm thinking watching 9 and 10 together, and then 11, 12, and 13. But if 9, 10, and 11 are on arc, maybe that way. We'll see. We'll call it by ear. If you want to see more, or probably the rest of the season, right now, you can check out our Patreon for early access and full length as well. If you want to see my full thoughts of the episode, you don't have to do that if you're interested to see it, but can't afford to pay early access or anything. Completely fine. Next week on YouTube, season 2. The next episode will be out for free, of course, on YouTube. All that. So subscribe, like, notification bell. I'm very sorry if I kind of seem tired, especially in the first 2 reactions, or the first 2 episodes of this reaction. I was very tired. Not the show's fault, my fault. I should have waited. But last night I was like, I have free time. I was going to do something with Kenny, but he fell asleep. So I'm like, okay, I have free time. I was gonna record a video anyway. Let me record Made in the Abyss, and it was a mistake on my part because I was floored. I was so tired. So I hope it doesn't seem like I'm bored because I'm very interested. But let's just say this isn't like the best show to go like action. It's not like serotonin action. Oh my god, my brain's activated. It's like, okay, I'm listening. All right, I'm listening. Okay, I'm very tired. Okay, it's not boring, but it's a different type of show. So I'm sorry if I'm sorry. It's a different day today. Like right now for episode 8, I had to pause, or not pause it. I had to finish at episode 7. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch episode 8 tomorrow. It's a different day. I feel much more rested. So yeah, I'm very sorry if I seem tired for 6 and 7. I was, but not because of the show, just life. Nothing bad. It's just kind of I didn't sleep well that day. So I'm gonna try and be better with how I'm physically feeling. I'm gonna try and like, all right, if I'm too tired, I'm not gonna do it. I just really wanted to get back into Made in the Abyss because I've been procrastinating on this series a lot, not because of boredom or not wanting to watch it, just very poorly timed. I watch the series and then something happens, like in my personal life, and then I have to go on a hiatus. And I watch it again, something happens again. Hiatus. It's very poorly timed. Every time I'm like, all right, finally I can watch. Like I can start binging it. Like boom, hiatus. I'm like, no, it's always Made in the Abyss that suffers. But I'm hoping that from now on I can start having a normal recording schedule. By the time this comes out on YouTube, I'm hoping to have finished season 1 and just like binge edit that and get it all scheduled and all that. So I will hopefully be reading your comments for season 2. And if not, maybe I'll edit them in. But I'm reading your comments. Thank you. If you are leaving comments, thank you very much for that. And yeah, I'll see you all lads in the next one. And if you want something to do while you wait, if you want to watch more content, I've done Gurren Lagann, Dr. Stone, Kill la Kill, Darling in the Franxx. I've done a lot of solo anime reactions, and if you want to watch, like maybe if you want to see some of my co-hosts on the channel, check out Gravity Falls, Owl House, My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan. There's a ton of content on this channel, so yeah, feel free to subscribe. And I'm usually not this tired. Hopefully that was a one-time thing, and I'll see you all lads in the next one. Bye-bye.